Hola, Internet. So, what am I going to talk about today, if you're wondering? I'm going to talk about nutrition and people putting labels on things. So, the first thing is, well, you guys don't care about my opinion, so I got to explain it another way. So, vegan. I'll just start vegan. So, there's a vegan argument where, oh, animal meat's bad, blah, 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 all that stuff. Yeah, I get it. Animal meat is terrible. I shouldn't be eating cows. I shouldn't be eating pig. Like, no, you don't kill animals. Like, just straight up, you don't need to kill animals for you to live and thrive and grow as a human. I agree with that. And if you see nowadays in society, you'll see like a bear and a tiger and like what? A panda and some other freaking leopard living together in like pure harmony. Why is that? Okay, so like 100 years ago, or yeah, probably 100 years ago, do you think you'd ever see that? No, you wouldn't. And why wouldn't you see that? Because the leopard and the panda would fight each other because they are starving. They are literally fighting for food. So nowadays you're starting to see where there's a lot of animals that are being fed, right? And so when an animal is fed, they don't have to kill each other and hunt, and the law of the jungle. So the law of the jungle completely changes, because I think energy in life is good versus more bad. It's just kind of the way it is. There's more good in the world than bad. Okay, what does this have to do with being vegetarian? Okay, so that's, you know, some of the people that are big on a plant-based diet. Myself, huge fan of a plant-based diet. I've been for a long time, but I still eat meat. I consider myself a pescatarian. That's how you say it, I guess. The one thing I took from my last fight camp about 6 weeks ago is that, you know what, man, and I've been thinking about it a long time, chicken, like, no, dude, like, yeah, chicken, it's a good protein source, it's cheap in calories, but, like, I went to one farm here in BC, 40,000 chickens a day being slaughtered, like little chicks, like, these things are beautiful, like, no, dude, I don't want to eat that. And then during my fight camp, I was like, my nutrition was so bang on. I could tell the smallest detail I changed in my recipes and how it affected my body. So running on premium fuel for 4 weeks, no errors, 100% focus, and 100% like no errors at all. And my nutrition, no mistakes, no cheats or anything. I had chicken, and I was like, the next day, I was like, whoa, my stomach feels off, and I was like, constipated. I'm never constipated. So what variable changed? The only thing that changed was the chicken. And then other people say, well, this and that, blah, blah. Okay, dude, okay, just please stop talking. I know my body. I've been doing health and fitness for 25 years. Okay, I can do stuff that 0% of humans can do. Okay, so until you've, been a professional mixed martial arts fighter and other achievements and stuff for athletic history, I'm going to take your opinion with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, I know my body best, what's for me, right? And that's the same with you. You know your body, what's best for you, but you don't know all the answers. But it's at the end of the day, you have got to learn what works and what doesn't work for your body, because everybody's different. Everything affects your body in different ways. Okay, so how does this come back to a vegetarian versus pescatarian? That's a hard word to say. Okay, so we're going to pause right here. My issue is, I've already clarified that I see the meat problem. Okay, there's a science technical gap component where I don't actually know specifically what's bad about fish. I know what's bad about chicken is just you're fucking slaughtering beautiful chicks. Like maybe eat the eggs, sure, like I'm cool with that, but like, no, bro, I don't want to kill things to eat them so I become healthier and stuff. That's fucked up. Like, how does that logic make any sense? Why do I feel like I'm taking crazy pills? The second thing is, so that's the meat thing. But the fish thing, it's like, okay, farm fish, whatever, like shrimp. Apparently shrimp is like one of the worst fishes for you. It's like, really, man? Like, so I could use some help here in this whole fish area. So can you please send me some messages, or what do you think about this? And please don't bombard me with like articles from Wikipedia and shit like that. Actually put comments, what you think, what you know, what you've tested. Don't go read some website and then you've never actually applied it to yourself. Like, that's just dogmatic truth. That is not, you need to take actual knowledge with practical experience to form your own opinion. And that's how civilians kind of progress forward. So I have a technical gap on seafood in terms of why it's bad versus not. Okay, so here's my kind of, I don't say argument, or where I'm at with this whole vegetarian versus pescatarian, we'll call it. I'm just saying, with all nutrition, my opinion is you need a balanced diet. You need protein. Yes, I know you can get protein from beans and soy and almonds. Like, I get it. Okay, but late at night, the biggest thing I've learned, shout out to Cajun Johnson, thank you, you brought this, really honed this down on me for sure, was timing of your food. And that's what I haven't heard too many people talk about yet. It's not that popular of a trend in the health and nutrition. Like, you see high-level guys or that have brands and stuff, they talk about timing and whatever, but these are like professional athletes and stuff. But the truth is, timing of what you eat matters, whether you're a pescatarian, an Atkins diet, or whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the night, midnight, 11 o'clock, you get crazy snacks, you're hungry. No, you don't need carbohydrates. You don't. And if you do that and you're saying, well, I'm a vegan, you honestly, bro, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? You need help. You need to study more science. And that's my problem with labels. Don't put labels on your health and nutrition, okay? Because when you put labels on things, that's when you start closing off doors and you start putting yourself in a box, and you don't want to do that. And you don't want to do that because you always want to be open-minded, because once you realize the more you know, you actually realize you don't know shit. So once you actually become smarter and intelligent in whatever path, like the path of enlightenment along that way, you actually realize that, hey, holy crap, there's so much more out there. I don't know everything. I don't have enough time on earth to know everything. So, how do I, move forward? So there's only so much you can do. So that's why they say follow your passions. So that's cool. And then my clip yesterday on teamwork. Teamwork's so important. Like, we're not going there. We're focusing on health in this podcast. So, let's move in back to this vegan thing. So, man, if you're just lying to yourself, okay? And it's okay that you don't know this. But if you're eating carbohydrates at 9, 10 o'clock because you're a vegan, if that's what you're telling yourself, and you're trying to lose weight, no, that's not going to work, okay? You're wrong. You're literally wrong. Okay? So now let's do that. Say, let's take 9:30 at night, okay? So 9:30 at night, your actual habit is, I don't know, what's a healthy gluten thing? I don't know. Let's just see here what I got in my cupboard. Let's see. I've got these crackers. There's these like gluten-free crackers that are really good. Yeah, these ones here, Wasa. These suckers. These are good, okay. But these have carbohydrates in them. And the whole gluten-free thing, I'll do a vlog on that later. Not now. Let's stay focused. So this thing here. This is a high-quality cracker. This is like a good... This is gluten-free, but this is quality. So I'm eating a quality, healthy piece of food. Okay, great. We've won. We've decided that. This is gluten-free. We've decided it. But it's also 9:30 at night. Okay, this is a complex carbohydrate. Okay, so another thing I've noticed with people that are professional athletes and nutritionists, they always talk in carbs. They don't distinguish the difference between complex carbohydrates and carbohydrates. There's a big difference. And I'm correcting nutritionist specialists a lot of times. Maybe not correcting, but having discussions in another area because they didn't have the athletic background that I have. So that's why I like talking to athletes about nutrition and about other stuff. Because they have the science knowledge with the actual personal practical experience. So anytime you get to talk to like an accomplished athlete or just an experienced athlete that doesn't suck, and you like, okay, this guy's legit. I know he's not Tiger Woods, but like this guy's like a serious human. Yeah, rape him. I mean, rape him, like brain rape him, it's called. Like, just people love talking about themselves, right? Like, look at me. I'm on this 11-minute video blog here, spitting out some wisdom of stuff I know here. And I'm just talking to people. So let's focus here on the that bar. Okay, so if I eat that complex carbohydrate wasa bar at 9 o'clock at night, my body is going to take complex carbohydrate energy. It goes into my glycogen, and then I'm not sure that the exact anatomy science here. I don't really give a shit. I don't need to know. The point is, you don't need to eat complex carbohydrates at 9 o'clock at night and over. If you do, you're going to be fat, and if you don't, you're going to lose weight, and it's really that simple. Okay. So you can get into the arguments. Well, if you took your timing and you ate complex carbs at night, and you got up in the morning and then you didn't eat complex carbs, you went to like shut up, nerd. We're not going there, dude. 80%, 90%. I'd say it's about from what I've seen so far, 85% of what you look like is what you eat, and there is millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people out there that are dying, that are actually sick. And from weight loss and heart disease and all this stuff. And yeah, I have the answers to a lot of those. And it blew my mind away about 8 years ago, that 8 or 10 years ago, when I was running an MMA camp in a fitness center, and I couldn't believe there was this multi-billion-dollar industry on basic nutrition. But I realized what it was. Most people don't want to put in the work to maintaining a healthy body because they're rather go to work for some underpaid job, or they're paid well, or are raising their kids, or working on their garden. It's like, I never understood that. Like, why are you working on your garden when you're fat? Like, you're feeding and growing these plants, but why don't you put any focus on your own body? So that's an interesting question. But the long story short of that is I found people just don't want to do the work. And I get it. It's a lot of work. The thing I've learned with the nutrition, it's a lot of work because everyone's rushing. They have somewhere else to go in our culture anyways. Like, yeah, so I'm actually making 3 squares a meal, or 3 squares a day kind of deal. I'm making 3 actual meals. And I graze on my fruit in my fridge. Let's see here. I think I'm running low a bit. Let's see what's got in here. So yeah, I got a bunch of berries, cherries, grapes, strawberries. I got a big whole stack of chili here that'll last me another while. Let's see what else I got here. Got some avocados. I got ginseng, turmeric, green onions, a bunch of asparagus and Brussels sprouts already prepared. So just throw them in the frying pan. So it's a little bit of organization that can save you a lot of time. I also work from home, so that's kind of an advantage. But enough about me. I'm just showing some of the things that work. It's my objective to pass along wisdom that I know works, that can help a lot of people. And if you need help or you just want someone to talk to, just shoot me a DM, give me a buzz. But let's just wrap up my conclusion on this 14-minute rant here. Was that, yeah, don't put labels on your nutrition. Please don't. Keep an open mind. And it's okay to say, I'm focusing on a plant-based diet. Sure. But, I got to be honest, man. If I eat green leaves, just green leaves and fruit, okay, that's cool. I get it. Like, that is great. Do as much of that as you can. But for me, I'm a very extreme guy, and a lot of people are very extreme and focused and motivated, right? So usually when people are losing weight or into nutrition, they're motivated, they're ambitious. But yeah, you need some kind of protein in there. Just eating just leaves and just beans. There is something there beneficial to the meat component. Me, myself, I'm kind of sticking to fish, but I'm even trying to regulate the amount of fish I'm eating now too. I'm eating the egg whites out of the eggs. Is that bad? I don't know, but it seems to have got me this far, and it seems to be pretty good. I obviously need to do some more research, and that's cool, but that's one of the reasons why I'm doing these vlogs, to connect with people, because I find you learn actually quicker through other people. So hey, we got the internet now, so you might as well connect. Anyways, 16-minute rant. I apologize. I was trying to be as fast as I can. But yeah, I hope you got some kind of wisdom out of here, or some kind of truth. And what do you think? So subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm actually trying to hit 100 subscribers. I'm actually going to try to do that this year. I just kind of throw up these vlogs or whatever because I'm balancing all my businesses, and it's crazy. I need help, is the truth. So if you want to help me, if you want to just ask me a question, if you want to just have a conversation, you just want to bro it out and let me know. All right. See you later.